I'm going to demonstrate how to do a corporate deal for like different businesses in town. I'll show you where we keep this corporate notebook. So these are a lot of different notebooks, which I will be making a video on these in a minute, but the corporate notebook's always up top here. So I want you to kind of see what this does. It'll kind of self-explain itself when you read it about corporate specials. We basically have two different kind of corporate sheets. We have this one, which is our It Takes Two program. Now this has just been recently done for our new rates. But this is something we hand out to an individual that wants to get a friend in here for the It Takes Two, or a corporate. So it talks about how you get the corporate discount. Like want a bigger discount than the It Takes Two? 2 to 9 employees will get your regular $34.95 down to $29.95. You get a $5 discount. If you get 10 to 19 employees, it drops all the way to $24.95. And if you get 20 or more, example of that is our firefighter. Our firefighters always keep 20 or more. They keep their rate down to $19.95. So you can get a really good discount for being a member out here. The other is this corporate sheet here. Now this is fixing to be revised with the new rates on it, but it'll look like this anyway. And this is stuff we'll put sometimes on the corporate break rooms and on their break board or whatever in their break room, or they'll email it to their employees. It's another way to get the corporate rate out. But typically we use this It Takes Two sheet for most of it. But we do have this one on standby behind it, okay? So when we set a corporate rate up, we don't go out and do a lot of corporate rates anymore. We do them within, and I'm gonna kind of go over that in detail in a minute. But give you an example, if we do a corporate rate, sometimes we do 3 different kinds, and this is gonna show you all 3 kinds. I'm gonna kind of explain. We do what we call pat and bend. So hey girlie, so pat and bend, the way pat and bend works, think about when you're walking, you pat and you bend. It means you're getting out and you're working the field, going out and meeting people and so forth. And that's when we go out and we do what I call generic corporate rate. We just go hand a lot of passes out and just hope for the best. The other corporate is what we call owner-manager contact. That's when we're actually going out to the owner and manager, meeting with them, going over the corporate rates. We normally give the manager a free month for getting involved with us, and then after their free month, we'll help design their workout and everything and really get them motivated about it, and then we try to get the employees in here. The third is what we call club corporate fitness. This is the one I like to do the most. This is where you saw this group discount on this side over here. This is where we go out to the HR department or the owner and we set up a corporate rate and try to get as many as we can off of that. And so that's our 3 basic corporate rates, okay? This talks a little bit more in detail about it, and we'll go in detail if you start doing corporate rates, we go more into that. This just talks about a little bit more about corporates. This is typically a corporate letter. Again, this is being revised for the new rates that we just started, but it's a corporate letter that I personally hand out to the managers, and I give them a free month for allowing us to set up a corporate rate in their business. Kind of gets the manager or the owner really interested in our place whenever they actually get in here themselves and start seeing goals met. And then you have this right here, which is the contacts. It's January through December every year. The sheet's pretty simple. If I make contact with a person, I'm gonna put the business name, the contact person name, their phone number. I'm gonna put my initials, or whoever the consultant will put their initial, the date contacted, the expiration date, which is typically 30 days from when we set the corporate rate up, and which corporate type, the 1, 2, or 3 that I was telling you about on the other page. I'm gonna make my follow-up, I'm gonna put my comments here. And then I make a 3-day follow-up call. That way we make sure everything got in place, the corporate letters in the break room, the emails got sent out. It's just a way we follow up, and it's just that simple. So that's how we mark our corporate rates, just like that. So that's how simple this system is. Now I'm gonna tell you something here. Typically this is how we do a corporate rate. If a person came in, everybody's looking for a deal, okay? So if you were to come in and shop the club, what I'm gonna do is try to make you my salesperson, just temporarily, meaning if I give you the regular rates, I know you're going to want a special, so I'm going to offer this It Takes Two program, and I'm going to tell you if you'll take this and give it to the manager and get us in there, we can get you a better rate. And what it does, it makes them take it to them. In return, if they do that, if they don't have a second person for the It Takes Two program, then what I do is I give them the It Takes Two program for doing the footwork for me. It's just something that's kind of worth it for me. It also gets me in the door, and literally most of the time, if they get me in the door to the manager, the owner, it's a whole lot easier than me trying to do a cold call. And so when I do that, it's worth me rewarding them with a discount for the first year, because I'm typically going to get 2 or 3 people off of that once they see that person and how excited they are about coming to the club. So again, that's the way I like to do it now, because it makes it so much easier for me to make that it makes me so much easier to make the phone call versus being a cold call where someone doesn't want to talk to me. So again, that's another way we do corporate rates.